Hello, goblins. It's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. It's a somewhat unexpected episode of this week's Pipes. Unexpected because I wasn't going to be making any pipes this week. But I had to test the stem material out. I really wanted to. So I wound up making one pipe. We'll get to that in a little bit. I'm smoking Dunbar. Which is, it feels like it's related to Tilbury, but it's richer and spicier. So not as mellow as Tilbury. Still somewhat mellow. The only thing I say about Dunbar is that it really does benefit from some aging in the jar, about a year. Yeah, it benefits a lot. It can be a little bit bland for some reason, unless you've got some, well aged. But if you bought a recent bag, then letting it age a year is a really good thing to do. I'm drinking this week's gin, Great Glen, which, if you can't guess by the name, is a Scottish gin. Made with watercress, orange and pink peppercorn as some of the aromatics. It's lovely. Quite subtle. The orange I pick up on quite a bit. Now, last week, I think it was last week, I was talking about I was watching a programme to do with the Troubles in Ireland. It was Once Upon a Time in Ireland, was the one. Once Upon a Time in Northern Ireland. One of those two. Anyway, because for my birthday, I went out for a meal with the family and I was talking to Dad about it. To do some fact checking as well. I did some fact checking with him. When I said he came over between the 40s and 50s, that was a guess. It was pretty close. He came over in 49 when he was 3 or 4 years old. And if you remember, he was from Tipperary, which is deep Southern Ireland. And so I asked him if he knew where Nan came from, my mum's mum. Because I said that she was from Northern Ireland, but I didn't know where. And he knew, of course he knew. He said she was from Donegal. If you know Irish geography, Donegal, it is right on the border of Southern and Northern Ireland, but it's West Ireland, whereas London, Derry, where all the troubles, that area was happening, that's in the east. And I think that they also came over in the 50s. I think so. She was a nurse. She and her sister came over to Coventry. And that's where she met my granddad. And her sister met her other half, and then she moved down to my Auntie Eileen, great Aunt Eileen, moved down to Cornwall with her chap. And stayed in Eva, my grandma, stayed in Coventry with my granddad. And there you go. That's how things worked out. So fascinating. Truly fascinating. I did have a talk with him about, was he even aware of the Troubles? Because they came over in the 50s, very early 49, end of the 40s. was he really aware of the troubles as it was? I mean, of course he was, but he was a kid himself. He said he just used to hear them refer to, like, them mad buggers up north. They weren't referring to Northern Ireland, just like everybody up there was just like they considered them to be doolally, which is a nice way of putting it. But yeah, don't know why I hadn't talked to my dad about that before. It's quite interesting. But there you go. Right. It's going to be a short video. Just going to talk about this one pipe now. I was just testing the stem. So I made, well, I made an acorn. And a lovely blast on it as well. Ring grain-tastic. But I showed an example blank that I cut in half of a Guinness stem, and this is now the full stem. Tying in with the Irish theme, obviously. I hope the camera is picking out all the detail in that, because it goes really finely figured here as like the cream rises in the stout. So yeah, this is how the Guinness stem looks in the new resin, and I'm thrilled. It's just super cool. I put off, when I stopped making the polyester resin, I just didn't even think it was possible. So I didn't even try. And it was only, you might remember, I did it for Ian Walker, Northern Briars. And I said, I'll give it a shot, but I don't think much good is going to come of it. And he went, no, it's grand. So I cast some for myself last week, something like that. Maybe the week before. And this is the first pipe I've made with it on. And yeah, that's cool. That did exactly what I wanted. So, Guinness stems are back. I actually cast 5 rods of that. So I've got another 4 pipes I can make currently with the Guinness stem. So I think in the next couple of weeks I'm going to use those for pipes for the UK pipe show. That was meant to be for the UK pipe show as well, but a loyal customer snatched it out of my hands. So it's gone. It's gone before it even had a chance to hit a table. All right, that's it from me. That's all I wanted to show you. I was just really pleased with that Guinness stem. I'll be back next week with a clutch of pipes, I should hope. If I haven't, things have gone very wrong. But yeah, but until next time, take it very easy. Your loyal pipe maker.